Hello everybody, welcome to another live stream. I hope the microphone's okay. I hope you're all doing really well, you're all having a really good day. We're here hanging out, we're gonna play a little bit of Dark Souls today, just kinda, you know, get back to it. If you don't know, I'm doing the 1 stat challenge. Basically, I am playing through the game with only leveling up my strength. And it is definitely a headache to do. If you haven't played Dark Souls before or any Soulsborne game, it's basically an RPG, but not to tell you about the story, because obviously you've heard of it, but it's basically an RPG. But if you're doing a 1 stat challenge, all you can do is level up 1 stat, which means you're very weak in the other stats. We are doing just strength, which means I get poisoned and bled and all that stuff really easily. It makes for a fairly challenging challenge, but not quite challenging like doing a no-hit run or whatever. I'm not very good at these games. But yeah, we're just here kind of hanging out and doing that for a few hours, and that'll be that. Hello, Ty. How's it going, man? How are you doing? How's life? How was your weekend? I'm gonna sneeze. Try not to, but I might. But I'm trying not to. Merle, hello. How have you been? I hope life is treating you well. But yeah, there's no news really to tell. I think. Double check. Let me double check. I'm gonna double check. See if it's actually working. I'm not hearing the beating. No, I'm hearing that. Okay, I can't hear when it's plugged in, but whatever. This? It's working. Okay, my alerts are working. I spent like an hour last night. Oh, wait. No, it's okay, Merle. It's okay. The last stream was about 4 hours, but the stream before that was like 12 minutes. So don't worry. I wasn't feeling very social that day either. But yeah, the last stream, if you guys were here, but Tara tried to do a jump scare and it didn't work, and then I tried to check out why it didn't work, and I couldn't figure out why there was no sound. So last night, after being in Toronto all day, I came home and I needed to stay up because I have to work tonight, and I didn't want to go to bed at like 11 o'clock at night and be screwed for work today. So I was staying up, so I decided to like try to figure out what was wrong with the sound. I don't know what was wrong with the sound, but I changed things. I was using the software that comes with these headphones, and it seemed to have been causing a lot of issues. So instead, I deleted that software, and I am now just using the line in on the headphones directly, so it's not actually using my PC at all. And all the sound is coming now out of the Rodecaster, and I switched where the alerts were coming from, so now they are on a channel on their own. They will sound no matter what. And I turned my computer on and didn't change the setting, and it's still working. So I think I figured it out. I think we're good now. The alerts should be working just fine. The weekend was good. I'm good. My nose is really stuffy today, but I don't know why. I feel fine. I have a stupid pimple outbreak. I had one earlier this week. You can still see the marks on my eyebrows. Or last week, I had like 6 on this eyebrow. And then I woke up with like a big one here, a big one here. And that red one is a fresh one there. I'm trying to figure out what facial routine works because everything just seems to make me break out. So I'm trying something a little bit different. Because I was talking to Kendra about it, and she suggested maybe pull back a little bit on how often I exfoliate and stuff. So I'm trying to see if maybe I only exfoliate like 2 or 3 times a week instead of every day, and see if that maybe calms it down, because maybe I'm just like killing the barrier and causing myself to get more. I have, Merle. I actually, you can kind of see it in the light. I have one on right now. But I was researching. I've been using them for a while now, and they do nothing for me. But I was researching, and apparently they only really work once the pimple is popped. And so this one is fresh. It hasn't popped yet. It's just really, really big and hard, and so it hurts. So I'm waiting for this one to pop. I wore one here, but my beard knocked it off after a while. But this one was actually big and white yesterday, and it popped as I was washing my face, and then I put it on, and now it's flat, and it doesn't hurt. So they work. They just, I think they have to be popped in order for it to actually be able to pull out everything from your skin. I don't know. But yeah, like I've tried a bunch of different like cleansers and astringents and all that kind of stuff, and it just, yeah, I don't know, Merle. Like I said, I've tried it. I've been using them for months now, and they never seem to help the pimple go any faster. So I was reading online to see, like, do I, you know, cleanse my face and then use like an exfoliant and then put it on, or do I like moisturize, use pimple cream and then put it on, or do I just wash my face and put it on? Like, when is best? And then a bunch of like dermatologists were talking, and they're like, no, they're good for when it's popped, to pull out all the pus and everything and try to draw it out. But while it's sealed, it can draw it out, but not as efficiently, so it's not going to work as well. So use a black cream on yours, huh? Yeah, that might be helpful. Yeah, because it's so annoying. I'm good, Darkest Fog. I'm good. The rest of me, complete mess. Yeah, my skin just will not quit. I do everything. Like, you know, I'll get comments that like I don't wash my face, and it's like, no, I wash my face twice a day, like once in the morning and once at night, with a full like cleanser, and I use a chemical peel, not a chemical peel, chemical exfoliator. My facial wash that I use in the mornings actually is like an actual mechanical exfoliator, so it's got like little, almost like sand in it to wash your face with. And I use the pimple patches. I moisturize with 2 different moisturizers, one with salicylic acid. I use salicylic acid acne treatment. I use niacinamide, and still. So it's annoying. At first I thought maybe it was like, you know, the mask I wear to sleep, or like when I play VR I get it under my eyebrows. But these ones that all broke out last week, I haven't played VR in like 2 weeks, and I broke out really badly after not playing for a while. So I don't know what's going on. But I'm doing really well, Darkest Fog, you know, just here hanging out. We're gonna play a little bit of Dark Souls. I didn't rearrange, I just moved a few things on the table a little bit to try to give myself a bit of space. My lighting is slightly different. It was on its own stand that was on the floor, but I've been wanting to use my standing desk to stand every once in a while during the stream when I'm doing like the longer 3 or 4 hour streams. But because the light was on a stand, I couldn't lift the desk because the light stayed in the same spot, and then it would be like highlighting my chest. So I've changed the stand to put it on the desk itself, like it's clamped onto the desk, but now the light is partially covered in the bottom corner because the monitor's in the way, because the stand isn't quite tall enough. But I think it looks okay. I don't know. We'll see. Ammonium bituminous and Vaseline. Okay. Let me take a picture of that, because I would be willing to try that. I had tried Vaseline for a bit because I was reading about slugging, I think is what they call it, and how petroleum jelly has like a skin healing property in it. So for the last like week, I've been using them on my feet, because yes, we're talking about feet here and not even on an OF page. My heels have been really dry and cracked, and I've never had that problem, and now they've started to get dry and cracked. And my dad had really severely dry, cracked heels, and so I was trying to figure out what to do. So first I was using like a pumice stone to like try to like scrape the skin off, but that didn't help. It just made my feet hurt. you know, and then I read like, oh, if you're barefoot all the time, that can make it worse. So like I made sure to wear socks all the time, which is why I do like the socks and sandals thing. And that didn't seem to work. So lately I've been using Vaseline on my heels, and although they are still kind of cracked in certain areas, they are way softer. And so my heels look a million times better now. So I am definitely a big fan of petroleum jelly with its healing properties. But when I tried it on my face, I had another breakout. But I don't think it was the petroleum jelly. I think it was just one of these kind of breakouts that happen at the same time. But if that has it built in with the other stuff in it, maybe I'll try that. Yeah, because like this is a nightmare. Like this is a big one. This is a big one. I always get them around here anyway, but this is more from the sleeping mask that I wear. But then like here I've got like 4 or 5 in this little cluster. I've got a whole bunch on my eyebrows. These ones have almost healed, but I've got a few on here too. It's annoying. It's so annoying. I hate it so much. But yeah, we're gonna play some Dark Souls. We're gonna continue with the 1 stat challenge. I was telling Weewin yesterday, Merle, we need to discuss about getting together to do the musical movie night. I know you guys had said you wanted to see the musical that I was in, and the movie is completely done now. Like they're burning it, they're making copies of the DVD or whatever now. So it's completely done. So we need to figure out a time that we can all get together on Discord and do like a video call where like I just play the movie and you guys can watch it. It smells like tar or asphalt. And it leaves stains on clothes. Okay. Okay. Yes. Thank you for that. And what do? Like you wash your face with it or you leave it on? But yeah, that's pretty much all the news there is. Kendra had a concert yesterday where she was the soloist, and it was really cool. I've never seen her sing opera before, and she was doing that yesterday, and it was really awesome. I've seen recordings of her, but I've never seen it live. I saw the competition stuff that she did, but that was like at her house. It wasn't with like a symphony or anything. And it was like a 15-piece orchestra that she had with her yesterday. It was really at a full choir. It was really cool. So I got to see her do that, and that was really fun. Oh, Darkest Fog. No, it's only for the people that were in the musical that they're making it. It's not going to be for sale or anything. It's illegal to sell the DVDs. They're just giving it to everybody as like a memory. But yeah, so that's basically all that's been going on. Today I woke up and I got ready and I'm here and I started working on my Minecraft video, like the editing part. I have most of the rough cut done, but it's gonna be a short video. I can feel it already. I think right now where the video stands, I'm at about 7 minutes of footage and I'm about halfway done editing. So it's probably gonna be like a 13 or 14 minute video. I gotta make bigger plans for the next video. But that video should hopefully be up. After this stream is done, I'm gonna edit the rest of it and then see how I feel about adding memes and stuff to it today. We will work on some cash transfer later. So the what they're gonna do is people are like the people who are buying the DVDs from the group are going to like donate to me type of thing. Like they're not buying the DVD, they're just gonna like give me money for the work that I did. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of it. It didn't turn out amazing. The one that I'm working on now for Rent, the show they did afterwards, that one's gonna come out looking like what you would see on like a Broadway streamed on internet type of musical. It came out really, really good. Ours didn't come out so great, but I did what I could with it. But and cover it with a band-aid. Okay. 3 times a day, but I usually leave it for a bit and then wash it off before going to bed. Okay. All right, that's what I'll do, Merle. That's what I'll do. Like for something like this, I'll probably do like a band-aid because it's just so big. But yeah, I'm gonna look it up, see if I can find it. But yeah, so I guess we'll get started. We will play some Dark Souls, do the 1 stat challenge, and see how it goes. See if we can beat. We're still at whatever Qualag or whatever, but I need to level up because I got my butt handed to me last time. But all the monsters in this area only give like 100 souls. So this may lead to some bad times. So I'm gonna try to explore the pit and see if we can find some like random souls of warriors or anything that I can fight that potentially will bring my XP up a bit. And then we'll try to level up and then we'll see if we can beat the Qualag or whatever. It is, Michael Jackson, it is. But yeah, let's get started. Let's do this. Hopefully the sound is okay. Like I said, I messed with it for like an hour yesterday, and I think I think I figured it out, but I don't know. I don't know, man. Oh, is my battery dead on this? It better not be. I hope it's just because I was talking too long. Well, if you're prepping to make yourself pretty, then you don't have any prep to do at all. You're already pretty, Merle. You're already pretty. Okay. Someone's really quiet for some reason. Okay. Merle's gone down to lay some asphalt. Exactly. Yeah, Michael Jackson, all of us do. Okay, let's explore. Let's see if we can find something to do to kind of make up the levels a little bit. Oh, I'm already poisoned. Yeah, Darkest Fog. I don't really know. I haven't planned what I'm gonna do when it comes to the musical thing. The only reason I'm showing it to like Merle and Weewin and Ty and stuff is they want to see it. Like Ty watched it live. Ty actually went to the show. It was not the best night for him to go because it was we had a really rough time with the sound of the show. So he didn't get the best experience, but I know Merle and Weewin, they live, you know, in the Netherlands, so they couldn't come see it, but they want to see it. My friend Girl Thulu said she potentially wanted to see it. She lives in Kentucky. Like, there's many people that couldn't come that would have loved to, and so that's the only reason I'm doing that. It's not really because like I want it to be a special event or anything like that. You know, like if you're interested in watching it, once we kind of hash out the ideas, I'll bring it up. But yeah, I'm not really trying to make this into anything. It's not really something that I'm doing that's really tied with the channel. It's just there because I was in it and my friends want to see it. That's the only thing. Yes, I remember you telling me about them. Yeah. Yeah, it was a fun show. The recording I have that I worked with is from closing night, so it was like the best performance that we had, and there were some mistakes, some big mistakes, but it was the best as far as like the music is concerned, and everybody singing and doing their stuff, and so it was a much better performance than the one you saw. But there are no old ladies. No, they never fired the audio guy. They got a new audio guy. They just didn't ask the old one back, but they never fired him. They put up with him until the end. The new guy, on the other hand, he's friggin' awesome. He knows exactly what he's doing. But no, this show didn't have anybody get fired. I have done shows where they fired people, and that was really awkward. Especially because it's community theater, so almost everybody is working for free. There's like a very small group of people that get paid. So to be one of the ones that gets fired is pretty embarrassing. But I remember the guy that got fired. I'll tell you the story. I was in the show Grease. It's where I met Preston, and we were. For anybody who doesn't do theater, you know, you have your director who tells you everything that's going to happen, how he wants the, or she wants the show to look, and like the style of costumes and the set and how they want the lines delivered, all that stuff. And then there's the stage manager. Now, the stage manager is the person who takes over for the director once the show opens. The director only tells you what they want the show to be like, and then they walk away when the show goes live. Then the stage manager takes over, and the stage manager decides, you know, does all the cues, like turn on the lights and put on this music and do this sound effect and all that kind of stuff. So they're in charge. They basically become the director at that point. They just make sure that everybody does what the director wanted and nobody goes off the rails and does something different. So we were doing Grease, And there's Hell Week, which is the week right before the show opens. So for the 7 days, you're working on, you know, practicing the show. Then you start implementing the lights and the costumes, and you're on the stage, because normally you rehearse somewhere else. You're on the stage. You start working with the sound effects and with the sound guy and microphones, and then eventually the last like 2 or 3 days you introduce the band, and then you're basically doing the show live. Dress rehearsal for professional theaters is the night you invite special guests. You sell tickets at a discount with the promise that they will not complain if something goes wrong and you stop the show. So you have all the freedom to stop the show because it's technically still a rehearsal. And so they may not see the whole show, which is why they get a discount, because they might sit through the whole show and then 3/4 of the way through something goes wrong, and then you have to go back and try to fix it, and then time's up and then they can't watch the rest. So that's what dress rehearsal's for. The next night is opening night. That is when the show should be going, and whatever's wrong, you deal with it at that point, and good luck to you. We were doing Grease, and dress rehearsal night finishes. We stayed behind. There's like exorbitant fees to stay behind at the theater. It was something like 10 grand per hour after staying past the allotted time. And we were supposed to be out by 11 o'clock. We were still there at 1 in the morning. And we were all packing up and getting ready to leave, and all we hear is yelling from the director. Now, the director is a professional actor. He's worked on Broadway. He's been doing a bunch of shows in Toronto. He does a bunch of commercials. He's been on the show Mayday Air Disasters. He's been on that show. He's a professional actor, and he's screaming, and we've never seen him get angry. Even when we were screwing up in the show, he never got angry. For him to scream was a really big deal, and we all pop our heads out, and he's yelling at the stage manager, who's supposed to take over from that point forward. Turns out that the director couldn't figure out why one of the cues wasn't working, like the lighting and the blocking just wasn't matching, and he couldn't figure out why. And the director asks the stage manager for the notes, because he wants to make some changes and he wants to go through it with the stage manager to make sure that the new changes will all make sense. And the stage manager starts like, well, you know, my book, it's not here. Well, and so when the director finally forces him to give him the book, he opens it and nothing was written in the book. The stage manager had taken 0 notes. The thing is, the stage manager has to take every note, where everybody's standing, where they're moving to, when they move to those places, what lighting cues go with the parts of the show, what sound cues are going with parts of the show, how long the show takes, any edits or like change arounds, what costumes everybody's wearing, what props everybody needs. They have to have everything written down. Stage manager books, like the script may only be like 150 pages. The stage manager book could be up to 500 pages because of all the information they have to have. And he had nothing written. He got fired that night. And then the director, somebody stepped in, the guy that built our set stepped in to help, and the director sat with him till about 4 in the morning, going through all the script, all the scenes, all the stuff, and telling him what he wanted, so the stage manager would at least have a rough idea of how the show was going to work out. So getting fired, and in that way, is embarrassing. Embarrassing. No, I understand. I understand Darkest Fog. That's why I was saying that, like, that's why I'm not doing an event, because people don't really care. They've just never seen me act, and they're curious. But the people who, the reason I'm doing it is the people who want to see it are people that actually care to see me in a show. But I've done like streams where I've shown stuff that I've acted in. Uh-oh. Oh, right as I was drinking it. I've done streams where I've shown clips of what I've acted in and stuff. When I showed the show that I was just in, it's a Dolly Parton show. I got a copyright claim on my stream that day. They're very, very strict. No, the stage manager. So the stage manager volunteers, but I think they get paid. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they get paid. But this stage manager had told people that he had done many shows. His wife has done many shows. His wife is one of my biggest frenemies. We don't hate each other. We don't like each other. She really doesn't like me for some reason. But she is very involved in the theater around here, and so we run into each other all the time, and we are just not... I don't know why she doesn't like me. I have no clue what I ever did to her. The very first thing she ever said to me when she met me is she shook my hand, and she's like, "Hi, my name is so-and-so. And that's not her name, I know you, so we're gonna go with it, Ty. But she introduced herself, and then the very next things out of her mouth were, you know, if you practice, you could probably become a singer one day. And at this point is when I was actively working as a touring singer. Like I was professionally a singer. I was playing on the radio and everything. And so it was very much a weird comment to make to somebody that you had never met before. And then I auditioned for her recently, and she didn't give me the role. But it was, the way the audition was held, it was very clear she didn't give me the role because she didn't like me, not because I didn't earn it. Because she ended up giving the role to somebody who didn't audition. And it was just it was very weird that she gave the role to somebody who didn't audition versus giving it to me who was there auditioning. And then I went and did headshots for a theater, and she was one of the actors in it. I had dropped out of the show. I was in the show, and then I couldn't do it, so I dropped out. And thank God, because that woman was supposed to be my love interest in the show, and I would not want to be her love interest. But I had to go do their headshots, and I went in to do the pictures, and she acted like such a diva. She had me come in 3 times because each time she wasn't ready. Like the first day she didn't know, so she was coming from the gym and there was no way she could do it. The next day she had a meeting, so she just didn't show up to the rehearsals. The next time she showed up and she just didn't feel in the headspace to take a picture. But that third time I was like, I'm not coming back. I'm not coming back. I've come back twice for you. I'm not coming back. I've done the whole cast. You're the only one that hasn't gotten their picture done. And it's a community theater show. This isn't your headshot that you're going to be using to audition for things. This isn't your headshot you're using professionally. It's going to hang in the lobby, and that's it. They don't even put it in the program, so who cares? And then everybody made me take like 5 or 6 pictures, which is understandable. I've had people take up to 15. She had me take 50 pictures. 50, because she was unhappy with how she looked. Not how the picture looked, just how she looked. So not a fan of her, really. Not a fan. Yeah, this was recent. This was just like a few weeks ago. But yeah, you could be my love interest. 100%, Ty. 100%. The Latino Magic Mike. Magic Miguel. Magic Miguel. But yeah, so that guy was her husband, and they've done a lot of work in the area. But he was too busy. Apparently they're swingers, and he was too busy trying to like hit on the girls in the show. And I don't mean girls as like a euphemism. Like there were girls in the show. Like it was like 16 to about 25 was like the oldest, I think. But he was like hitting on like the 19, 20-year-olds and stuff, and he was in his like 40s, I think. And so he was too busy doing that to pay attention to what was happening on stage. I remember it was an ongoing joke with all of us that somebody commented that somebody was wearing like a leather jacket or something when they came in, and my friend commented that she really enjoys leather. Doesn't this guy show up the next day in a full head-to-toe leather bodysuit? Not bodysuit, but like leather outfit. He had like a leather jacket, a leather jacket, and then a mesh shirt, leather pants that were chaps, I think, a leather hat, and then like leather gloves and bracelets. Like full head-to-toe leather. It was weird. It was really weird. All of us noticed it, and all of us thought it was really creepy. So then when he got fired, it was like, oh boy, this is bad. Thankfully, the show came together. The guy that stepped in was so good. With everything he did with the director stayed behind and helped a whole bunch, and with everything he went through with the director, they put the show together, and it actually came out really, really well. It came out better than 9 to 5 did. Way better than 9 to 5 did. And that's not a comment on the stage manager or the director of 9 to 5 or anything. It's just 9 to 5 was rough. Tara, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, he was just flirting with everybody. It was weird. It was really weird. Tara, I hope you're doing really well. Hope life is okay today. I don't know if you saw my message on TikTok. My audio is fixed. I figured out a way to make it work without me having to like always mess with it. So now you will no longer be ripped off like you have been. But I hope you're doing well, Tara. Man, lost so many souls. You did? Okay, awesome. Yeah, I spent like an hour yesterday just sitting here messing with my sound to see what I could do, and I found a way to make it work. I'm not gonna go too much detail because my audio is so convoluted, but this mixer has like a chat channel which you would use for chat, basically, and I wasn't using it because I don't play online, and so I figured how to send my alerts to the chat channel and have that come through to my ears. So now the alerts are coming through to my ears and they don't turn down if I turn anything else down, and they're always coming through because now the audio is always on the mixer. Whereas before I was using the headphone mixer and I was sending the alerts straight to the headphones, but because this stupid app that comes with these headphones kept like locking things up and wouldn't always work, I decided to delete that software. So I have no software on these right now. I'm actually only using the PC for the power, not for the actual audio. And the audio is coming right out of the road into these headphones. So now I should be good. Now the alerts should work all the time, no matter what. All my sound should be working no matter what. So I'm pretty excited about that. Seems like a fair trade. Yeah, I think so. Hello, Sushi. How is it? Cacho World, Kachow Kid, how's it going? Cacho World. Kachow Kid, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Alright, see you later, Kachow Kid. More jump scares for you. Hopefully not. I don't want you to go broke. But I want you to know that now, when you do go for a jump scare, there will be a sound. It won't just be a big disappointment. I do that enough to people around me in my life. I don't need to do it on my jump scares too. Okay, I don't see anything else in here. Just run. No! Oh. Okay, it was only 300 souls anyway. Jesus! Woo! Woo! It does work. It does work. Especially because I muted the microphone to sniff, because my nose is really stuffed up right now. And it's not stuffed up because I feel sick, it's just stuffed up. My nose has been swollen for like a day. And I was doing that, and I muted to do it, and then I hit unmute as you did it. So me pressing it made it like a physical thing as the scream was happening, and it terrified me. So it was very, very well timed. Hey Preston, how's it going, man? I got your message, but I was just hitting live when I read it, when I listened to it. Oh, I don't know if you were listening when the jump scare happened, but yeah, don't get in a car accident. Oh man, that was good. That was good, Tara, and it does work. I have it turned all the way up, and it is loud. It is very, very loud. But I'm just glad I was able to figure it out, because man, that was frustrating. Every time, like, it would work 50% of the time, and I would do the same thing every time. But sometimes the software would all play, and sometimes it just wouldn't. But this time, there's no software to worry about. It's all going through the Rodecaster, so... The only part that isn't is the stuff you guys hear. Everything I hear is going through the Rodecaster, so now, like, the jump scares and stuff will be in my ears, but they don't really... What the heck am I doing with my leg? Like, stretching his hammy. But it won't really matter if you don't hear the jump scares, because the jump scare is about me freaking out and not so much about you guys hearing it. So I'm happy about it. I'm very happy about it. Okay, so maybe I'll have enough to... Yeah, I have enough to at least do one level, but maybe we can actually beat the Empress or whatever. $12,000. Strength, only 1. I only need 1,000 souls though. I only need 1,000 souls. 1,100. I gotta kill 10 enemies for that. Can I do it? Maybe. Let's try it. Oh yes, anybody who's watching on TikTok or Twitch and YouTube, jump scare warning, as you may have heard already. Jump scares will come through the channel. I have the alerts turned down a little bit for all of you. They're turned down full, like they're turned up all the way for me. But, you know, if you're wearing headphones, it may be an uncomfortable experience for you. You guys don't give a whole bunch. Those guys would be the most efficient ones. What is the best Souls game to start with? That is a touchy question to ask. Only because there are very, very strong opinions as to which Souls games are good and which ones aren't. I found Demon Souls to be one of the easiest because it's level based, so you use portals to go to different levels. So it's much more straightforward. You just go forward until you reach the end of the world. Whereas here it's like a big convoluted map. So I found that one easiest, although it's a bit more broken, so it's not the smoothest experience. I know a lot of people don't like it because of how broken it can be. But I also found that by grinding at the beginning, I actually played the harder levels early on and played the easy levels later, and the easy levels were embarrassingly easy. So, like, that would probably be my guess. Dark Souls 1 is pretty decent. It's a good place to start, too. I started with Dark Souls 2. But most people dislike that one the most, so that's probably not a good one to start with. I'd probably say Demon Souls or Dark Souls 1 would be where to start. I never played the original, but the remake is really, really well done. The controls are fairly tight, so I would probably do the remake. Because the controls, a different company did it, but they used the base code of the original Demon Souls to build on, and apparently they tweaked it slightly, so the controls are better. I thought it also looked really pretty. But yeah, it'll give you a good feel for what Souls-like games battling is. Storyline is totally different. Gameplay, like, the world is very different, but it'll at least give you an idea of how the gameplay works. But be prepared to be frustrated. I think a lot of people that go into these games go in with the idea of, like, any other kind of game, like a Zelda game, where you'll get power-ups, you'll get stronger, and when you lose, it's because there's, like, a glitch, or, like, it's your first time fighting the boss and you have to kind of learn it. These games, you could be playing them for hours and you can still get your butt handed to you on the same boss. And the frustration level is really high. So some people also believe that these games are meant to be as frustrating as possible because the devs want to torture you. But it's more about the satisfaction you feel when you've spent hours fighting the same person and grinding in the same area, and then you finally beat the boss. That satisfaction of having finally done it is what makes these games addictive. No, Dark Souls 2 is known as the worst in the trilogy. It's my favorite in the trilogy, but it's known to be the worst in the trilogy. They slightly changed some of the mechanics, and the way that the world layout is set up is different. In Dark Souls 1, it's one giant world with multiple ways to enter multiple areas, so it's very, very easy to just go in one direction and find everything by going in one direction all the time, and still be able to find your way back to your base every time. Whereas Dark Souls 2, they did like a spoken wheel type of situation where, like, there's the middle hub, and then you take paths out to different areas, and each area is its own separate thing, and some of them are connected, but some of them aren't. And so you may explore one whole branch and not see anything in the other side, and then you're lost because you don't know where to go, and not realizing you have to go back to the beginning and head out in a different direction from the base. There was also the health mechanic. This one uses Estus flasks to heal you. That one also has Estus flasks, but they also have these shards you can get, and they give you health, and you can just buy them. And so it kind of kills the difficulty when you can just buy as much health as possible and just keep healing. So people didn't like that. And then there was a whole thing about the battle mechanics being slightly tweaked in a way that people don't like. I don't play the game enough to feel that difference, but apparently that's a big deal. Dr. H, 11 months. 11 months, Dr. H. Hold on. Yay, Dr. H, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for the resub. I appreciate that. I'm not about to play it anytime soon. I'm still not 50% of way through. Yes. Yeah, if you do play it, be prepared. It's exhausting sometimes. The games are older now, so they're not as active anymore. So the upside is you're not going to get invaded as often as originally used to happen, because when these games first came out, the invasion rate is almost unplayable. There are times, especially when they're brand new launches, like this remaster, when it first came out, if you were human for more than 5 minutes, you were getting invaded. And that makes the game very, very frustrating to play, because you can't control if you're going to get invaded or not. And sometimes you want to be human so you can either play with your friends or so you can summon somebody to help you. And it's very annoying to try to deal with it when you're trying to just enjoy the game. And the people that invade, for the most part, are people who play a lot of Soulsborne games. And so they're pretty good. And so you know when you're being invaded, you're going to die. And sometimes you're too far away from, like, anywhere safe. And so it's, yeah, it can be annoying. It can be annoying for sure. Yeah. Yeah, Dr. H and I just found out. Just found out we have the same birthday, which is, like, small world. Wow, you have to actually do some work to get paid? Alright, Ty. Whatever, you go work for the man. Go be a sucker. Don't play video games for a living. What's wrong with you? Alright, man, we'll talk later. Okay. Oh, they just constantly respawn. Oh, wait, I have enough to level up. Okay, so I was able to get 2 more levels. 2 more levels. I feel like I really need to be human, and let's try the Empress again. What did you get your brother for his birthday, Dr. H? What did you get your brother? Hold on a sec. Whew, okay, here we go. Oh, nice. Nice, Dr. H. Also, you were telling me about the Fallout show, right? It was you who brought it up? So, I watched the first episode yesterday. Probably. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was you, because one person brought it up, and I'm pretty sure it was you. And I watched the first episode. Not yesterday, the day before yesterday. And although I'm not a Bethesda fan, although I think their games are broken and glitchy and not games that I ever get excited about, I really want to go back and play Fallout 4. Because the first episode was surprisingly good. It was surprisingly good. It's got, like, Tara, it's a mixture. It can be really dark and gritty and, like, violent. But then it's also got its tongue-in-cheek, funny moments. There are also things that are almost mocking the idea of Fallout. Which is, like, it's a really interesting mix. I've only seen the first episode, so I can't give full judgment of the show itself, but it really started off strong. It really, really starts off strong. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I liked about it, Dr. H, is that I was able to watch the show and not need to know anything and never feel lost because of it. It was actually quite nice. It was quite a nice feeling, and I very, very much enjoyed what I saw. I very, very much enjoyed it. It was quite a cool experience, and artistically, it falls perfectly in line with what Fallout looks like, which is really great. The really, really dark, like, yellow, muddy colors, while still having very vibrant, bright colors as well to, like, represent the 1950s. Very, very well done. Like, it feels like they actually know the show, rather than they've put on a show with a brand that they have zero clue about. It actually feels like they've played the games before. Which, as we all know as gamers, most of the time is not the case. You will get people who don't necessarily understand the franchise and are just interested in making a quick buck. This really felt like there was some love and dedication put towards it, so I'm very interested in watching the rest of it and seeing where it goes, because so far I've really liked it. And like I said, I actually want to go and play Fallout 4 now, because the game, the show really did such a good job. Yeah, exactly what Ty said. Exactly what Ty said. Yeah, it's very evident that Bethesda's been involved, because it feels like Fallout. It doesn't feel like a show with the name Fallout and it's just its own thing. Kind of like what happened with the original Resident Evil movies, or oh god, what's it called? What was I think? I can't even remember what I was thinking of. Oh, The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead at first very much felt like the Walking Dead comics, and then as it expanded, you're just like, where are the key moments from the comics? Like, yeah, you've hit the major points, but you've missed some really important stuff from the comics, and the characters were not replaced by better characters. So it was like, yeah, they were involved, but it still felt like its own thing, and it wasn't its own thing in the way that people want it to be its own thing. It was its own thing in the way of, like, yeah, it's got the name, and we kind of followed it, but we're doing our own idea. Fallout just feels like this could be another Fallout game, which was really shocking. I've played the start of, like, 2 Fallout games. I know very little lore. Yeah, and, like, I don't know anything about the lore. I played maybe 4 hours of Fallout 4 in VR, but most of the 4 hours were spent with me just kind of learning VR, because it was when I first got into VR. Sorry, I'm just trying to wait for the poison to run out. And it was an experience that I could fully get behind. I barely know the basics of Fallout, and so some of the things I know would be much more significant had I played the games more. But there was enough that I knew that even I picked up on some of the stuff that I was like, oh, that's so cool. It's really well done and very well acted. I've really enjoyed what they've done with it. It has the same feeling of Fallout, with, like, the over-the-top cartoony personalities for some of the stuff, while still being dark and gritty. It was really good. I really liked the show. You only recommend objectively good shows. I've heard Suits is amazing too, but I do understand there are shows that you like that even as you're enjoying them, you're like, yeah, this would not be for everybody. This would not be a show people should watch, but I like it. Yeah, it's not a show for everybody. I could assume so. You haven't completed Fallout 4. Yeah, I've only ever played like 3 or 4 hours of it, and like actual gameplay maybe an hour. I haven't spent a lot of time. Hey yo, how's it going? Welcome. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I haven't really spent a lot of time playing it, but now I kind of want to. just because the show did such a good job at making the world so compelling that I'm just like, I want to play this. I want to see what it's like. Okay, so I guess we'll go in and do this. I am a little bit stressed out. Here we go. I might have to kindle that bonfire so I can have more Estus flasks. 3 just is not enough for this boss fight. What? It jumping on me hurt me? I thought it was gonna knock me aside. Nope, don't go in the lava. Dude, stop puking. Get out of the puke. Black Sails. Political literature, Black Sails objectively one of the best TV shows I've ever seen. Like, see, I don't like political shows. I know most shows have some kind of politics in them, but at this point in time, I normally do, but at this point in time, our world is so damn broken that I just don't want to hear about politics, because everything happening in the real world is worse than what you could ever see on television. And not worse as in like it's more dystopian. Worse as in like if you were to read this in a TV show, you would be like, this is a really poorly written TV show. And so, like, I don't want to see politics stuff. I'm just not interested. Oh, yeah, we're gonna win. Oh, God. Oh, God. Heal. Heal. Yeah, we're gonna win this time. Boom. Okay, those few extra levels made all the difference. They made all the difference. It's not like politics. Basically about pirates versus the government in the United Kingdom. Okay. Maybe that'd be something I watch. I don't really have any memberships to anything except for Prime, and that's just because I order stuff on Amazon. But I don't really have memberships to anything. So it has to be on Prime. But if it's on there, I'm always open to checking stuff out. I've got a nice fancy TV and I never watch anything on it because I don't have memberships to everything. And watching YouTube on my TV doesn't really feel like it's a good use for my TV. I haven't played any Souls games, but I played Kenna, Bridge of Spirits, and someone referred to it as Disney Dark Souls. I've heard Kenna was really good. I was actually really interested in getting that game. I never bought it, but I was interested in getting that game. I've heard it's really good. From the reviews that I saw, people seem to really like it, but I haven't really looked much into it. If it's like Disney Dark Souls, I would 100% want to play that then. I hadn't heard that reference before, so that would be something I'd want to play. There it is. And a home bone. It's really good, so cute, but similar style of just needing to throw yourself at bosses and figure out the techniques for each one. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Is that on PC or is that like, I can't remember, or was that console exclusive? I can't remember. Anyway. I can't remember where she is. She's hidden behind a wall somewhere, isn't she? Maybe it's downstairs? I don't actually know. You played it on PlayStation? Yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up because I would be very interested in something like that. I don't have money for it right now, but eventually. It's 4 seasons, complete story. Not one of super long shows. It's a very classically trained actors. Okay. That's cool, Dr. H. Oh, thank you, Darkest Fog. Thank you. Yeah, if there's good monologues, I would totally be down for that. When I was watching Rosencrantz and Guildenstern or whatever, that show, I had a moment of like, I am a stage actor. I'm not a musical theater actor. I'm a classically trained stage actor that does straight theater. So like, I could be doing that. I don't have to only do musical theater because I'm in a point, for some people I've said this already, but I'm in a point in my age where I'm too old to play the young lead, but I'm too young to play the old guy. And so there's not a lot of work for me. There are roles, like the musical I just did is for a guy around my age. Apparently there's another musical they're putting on next season, and it's also got a star that it's a guy around my age. But there's not a whole bunch. And I'm also not a dancer. And so when I'm competing for these very few roles for guys my age, I'm competing against guys who've been doing it for the last 15 years and dance very strongly, and I can't dance. So my odds are not very good. But there's a lot of straight theater that I could do that would allow me to still work. So monologues are definitely something I'd be interested in because I need audition stuff. All my audition stuff is always music.
Oh dear, what have we here? Are you your servant?
Yes.
But you have no eggs. No matter. Go along and have audience with our fair lady. I pray that you will not...
I'm gonna go watch My Fair Lady in June. I'm really excited about that. I mean, I'd rather watch the whole show because you're really selling it, and I wouldn't mind. So, yeah, I think I might have to check out the show. Is it on Prime, though? I don't know. It's really nice doing the one stat challenge because I don't have to think about what I'm leveling up. I could just level up the same stat all the time without even have to spend time on it. Oh, I don't have a Firekeeper soul? That's lame. And she doesn't talk. She's so pretty, though. Thank you for not trying to eat me. You're prettier than your sister. You think so? I'm gonna have to look it up, because, yeah, that sounds interesting, too. I mean, I want to get through Fallout first. Especially because it's HDR10. I'm sure it probably, like, Dolby Vision, not just HDR10, but my TV doesn't do Dolby Vision for some reason. But HDR10 on like an OLED television looks so beautiful. You can send me a Dropbox. Oh, Dr. H. What's the message say? Illusory, well, you made me hit my sword for nothing, you jerk. Praise the sun. Well, I'm glad we beat this boss fight. It was really hard last time, and it wasn't anywhere near as hard this time, so... Okay. Now, here's the question. I don't remember how to get out of here. I'm pretty sure I have to take the one elevator to go up. Down here leads me to this thing. And to get rid of all that lava, I have to defeat that one boss, right? I don't know if I can. Yeah, I did get good. That's exactly why I won so easily. I get it good. You like Sekiro better than Dark Souls? I've heard it's really, really good. I've just never bought it. I just can't remember how to beat Ceaseless easily. I know there's a way to do it, but the last time I played this, I didn't figure it out and I got killed. How do you defeat it easily, Dr. H? I can't remember. Yeah, there's a lot more like platforming, right? Like you can actually like use a grappling hook and stuff in that game, I think. Okay, what's the cheesy way to beat this guy? I know there's a really cheesy way. Use your fists, run to one end of the arena, grab the gear, run back to the gate. Okay. And I have to use my fists. I can't use a sword or anything. Is that what you're saying? Sorry, everybody. I'm trying to cheese this boss fight. Fist is more consistent because it's faster. Okay. There is a way to cheese it without even hitting him, but I don't know what it is, unless they fixed it. But there is a way to cheese him without even hitting him. I just can't remember what it is. Okay. Here we go. Let's try it. Let's see if I fail. He doesn't activate until I pick up the thing, right? Oh boy. Yeah, sad part is I don't have a lot of stamina. I have such little stamina. One stat challenge. Look at my shiny muscles. Alright, here we go. Oh boy, here we go. Go! Run! 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 And he killed me in one hit. Didn't even come close. Didn't even come close. Not even close. I swear I remember there being a different way to defeat him too, though. Like another way to like just cheese him like crazy. But I don't know what it is. I can't remember at all. Ooh, what is this thing? Ah. Oh boy. That's what happens, Ty. That's what happens. So you can't go away, because when you come back, I just die. I don't even think I can do anything to defeat him. Like, without actually just fighting him. And then I picked up these, right? The gold hem stuff. It's still too heavy for me to roll. That's how weak my guy is. Holy crap, man. This is bad. Ty. He doesn't make really great, gross noises. Wow, my English is good. These guys make really gross noises. So like he jumps over here to that spot, basically where my head is, and is hanging, and then I can knock him down. Let's try. The name is so gross. The ceaseless discharge. Feels like what happens in my pants. Come over here, homie. Let's go. Jump down here. Come grab onto the gate. Whoa. Okay. Okay, he's not gonna jump down here. He's smarter than that now, apparently. Wow. That was rough. That was rough. I think we may have to postpone this boss fight for a bit. I lost the 5,000 souls anyway. You're about to comment on that. Right, Preston? It's gross. What's the one thing that I like about Dark Souls? I like the feeling I have when I actually defeat a boss. Because it's so challenging, when you actually win, it feels really, really satisfying. It's not like other games where, like, you know, you're playing Zelda and you beat one of the bosses, and if it's been really hard, you don't actually feel like you earned the win. You just feel like, oh, finally. Or the boss is just kind of simple, and you're just like, oh, well, that was underwhelming. Whereas this, you always feel frustrated, and then by the time you beat the boss, you're just like, wow, that was epic. Yeah, I don't think I'll get it, Dr. H. Because I have no stamina, I don't think it's going to work. I'm just too unevenly leveled. But if I could take that elevator all the way up, we can start heading to Sun's Fortress. Because we have to come down here later on anyway, but hopefully by then I'll be way more leveled up and I'll be able to do more damage. Ow! Is discharge optional? You can still get to the castle without killing him? Okay, I thought I had to kill him to get rid of the lava, and that was the only way to get to the castle. Dang it. Oh, Chadley, how's it going, man? How are you? I hope you're doing well, man. How's life? How was your weekend? I did, Ty. I did tell him. About how we're all gonna go and explore and do some game hunting. I know, right, Preston? Not like they're getting pleasure, like the pleasure has now finished. It is a very weird choice for sound, for sure. Ooh, important text message from Meta. Weekend was typical. The weather was nice. How was our weather? I don't even remember. Saturday, I didn't leave the house. Did I leave the house Saturday? No, I didn't leave the house Saturday. So I didn't see the weather that day. Yesterday, the weather was okay, but I spent most of the time on the road. So I didn't really get to experience any weather. Our weather has been really weird lately. We were really, really warm for a few days. And my house was just a sauna. It was sitting at like 83, 84 degrees in here. And so I turned off my heat and even turned on the air conditioner for a bit. And then the very next day it got really cold. And then my house got to the point where it was 54 degrees in here because I was like, okay, it'll be cold for a day or two and then it'll warm up again. And it just never did. And it just got colder and colder in my house. Okay, I had to get all the way over there. But these guys are chasing me and they're kind of scary. And I don't even know. Yeah, Dr. H, I'm not really worried about it. I mean, I'm not gonna worry about fighting him now, but yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with it eventually. Whoa! And for now, that is not going to happen. We will deal with him eventually later, when I'm more powerful. I'll still have low health and low stamina and stuff, but at least I'll be able to fight him more reasonably, hopefully. Whoa! And I'm poisoned. Hold on. Give me a sec here. And go. Cool, but a lot nicer. Yeah, see, yesterday, Saturday I didn't go out, and yesterday it was... What? It glitched me through and I died? Lame. That is cheap. That is cheap. Yeah, Saturday I was inside all day, so I didn't see anything. And then Sunday I was on the road, and so although I saw some of the nice weather, I was in a church for a big chunk of it for the concert, and then we went to go eat dinner, and then I was on the road again. Yeah, apparently I do, Dr. H. Apparently I do. Pretty nice and sunny where you are today. From what I can see out the window, it looks really sunny. But I probably won't be going out until work, and that's at nighttime. Are either the cameras... Nope, they're not heating up. Good. Ooh, I gotta really fix my... What's it called? Noise gate? Yeah, noise gate. I think it's this. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, that's better. Ooh, but I'm getting a lot of hiss now. That should be better. Okay, it was cutting out a lot when I would kind of lower my voice. I was just tweaking it. Nice, Merle. Looking all prettiful. You want some of my pimples? I have plenty to share. That reminds me, have you had any follow-up coffee dates with that cute girl you were talking about? Did you lay down all the asphalt? Oh boy. Here we go again. I feel like I should kill these guys because they're scaring me, but no, it's not worth it. Here we go. Ready? 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 Oh boy, I'm scared. And go. Oh, I thought this was on a little island. It's not. Whoa! That was close. Concentrate. Concentrate. Those big guys can't climb ladders, right? And pay attention. Pay attention. It's almost here. It's almost time. And roll. Okay. There's also a spitball guy out here, isn't there? That sounds pretty, Merle. That sounds pretty. Good enough for work. I know, work is gross. I had such a, like, I didn't do anything Saturday, so that day was not busy, but it was all, like, chores and stuff, so it wasn't a fun day. And then yesterday was a fun day, but we were on the road all day long. And so today, I'm not ready to go back to work, because I feel tired. I'm just like, I have no energy to work. Get out of here, dude. Whoa! Oh no! No, no, we're not gonna do that. You'll learn, Dr. H. From, like, I can't do makeup at all. I tried many times for many of the shows that I was in, but from what I can gather, it's very much like drawing. You just have to practice and dedicate quite a bit of time to it, and you can get quite good at it. I'm sorry, Merle. I wish I could help. I wish I could make you feel better. But if I send you a picture of my eggplant, I'll just get banned. So I can't do that. I know that would make you smile, but I can't do that. Here to see failed gardening. That's very true. That's very true, Ty. Well, and that's exactly it. Just like Merle said, you have to kind of take it like a hobby where you just like practice at it and you get better over time. It's just you're gonna have to go through that embarrassing phase where the makeup does look really bad and it's like it just makes things look worse. But the more you do that, the more you learn what works and what doesn't, right? It's like my hair. I didn't know how to style hair for a long time. Now I have a better idea, and although I'm not a fan of this haircut, I can at least make it work. I can do quite a bit more with hair now than I used to. But it's taken me a long time. I'll sit for a long time just trying different hairdos and stuff. But it's about the practice. Practice. Plus, your face is going to change with HRT, right? So that's also going to affect how you do your makeup and how you look in it. Get out of here, dude. Oh, exactly what Tara was saying. And yeah, what Merle said, like, start with the cheap stuff. If you can make it look good with that, then you're going to be great with better stuff. The better stuff is obviously better for your skin, and it's going to be more, like, long-lasting and nicer quality and all that kind of stuff. But being able to do it with, like, the cheap garbage stuff will almost guarantee you're going to be able to do something with, like, the really good stuff. Save it, you stupid phone. How do I... There we go. She's way more pale than I am. Yeah, I don't use makeup, but I use it on stage, and I always bought like the really cheap stuff for the foundation, and then I went and I bought the really expensive stuff. Like my little bottle of foundation was like $70, and it's like a tiny little bottle. And for women, I'm sure you probably know that there are far more expensive ones out there. So don't judge me too harshly when I say that's expensive. But I'm also comparing to like the $5 foundation I would buy at the dollar store. And I bought the really expensive one, and I don't break out when I wear it. Whereas like the cheap stuff, I always had severe pimple attacks after doing a show because my allergies would just go through the roof when it came to my face. But the really expensive stuff I wore for 9 to 5 and never had a problem with it. Mind you, I mixed it with a bit of moisturizer as well, and I was able to wash it off really easily. But like, huge difference just from the price. My skin was in much better condition afterwards. The FX, yeah, I was looking at some FX stuff, and it's expensive. That's expensive. But yeah, because like when I'm on stage, because my face, now that I moisturize it, it's a lot shinier. I wear foundation, plus you put a little bit of eyeliner under your lip and under your eyes to make them pop more on stage. So I went and bought foundation. I decided to go for the expensive stuff because I'm trying to take care of my face, and it was a huge difference. But it's expensive as hell. Nice thing is, I mix it with some moisturizer, and a couple of drops turns into a far more larger coverage on my face because I don't need it to properly cover. I just need it to kind of matte down the shine a bit, and it really helps, and to like even out my tone under the lights, because when you're under those really bright lights during like a spotlight number or whatever, it can either wash out all your features or it can make like the blemishes really stand out because everything else goes pale, and then the redness of like a pimple is just way worse. Yeah, and that's exactly it. Everybody has different ways that their body's going to react to the different stuff, and yeah, it all depends. And then again, going back to like the face shape and stuff, certain makeup techniques aren't going to work if your face isn't shaped the right way, or like if you have facial hair, certain makeup techniques are going to accentuate that more, while other other makeup techniques are going to hide it a little bit better. Or if you have like more of a masculine jawline, you have to use certain types of shading to make it work a little bit. Like there's so many varieties, and the only way you're really going to know is either going to school to learn it or just try different stuff all the time. Try using setting powder against the shine. Yeah, I also would use they sell this spray, and I've asked a few people. I have a friend who does drag stuff, and he didn't know what I was really talking about because he gave me a setting spray, and the setting spray didn't help. But one of my problems that I also have is I sweat a lot. Like, I sweat excessively when I'm on stage. And so there's a spray you can buy. It actually really burns. It burns your skin because when you spray it on, it does something like shrink the pores or something, which stops you from sweating as much. And so I would actually wear that on my face, and that really helped because it stopped a lot of the shine because I wasn't sweating as much. Whereas like setting foundation, I would put it on, but because I sweat so much, I would end up just sweating through it, and then it would just go back to being shiny because all my makeup would just come off. All right, Tara, have yourself a good evening. Thanks for popping in. Thank you for the scare. Thank you. I hope you have a great day, Tara. Oh, is this guy?
Ah, hello. Was it you who rang the bell of awakening? I am the primordial serpent, King Seeker Frant. close friend of the great Lord Gwyn, chosen undead, who has rung the bell of awakening. I wish to elucidate your fate. Do you seek such enlightenment?
I never seek that enlightenment. Yeah, sure, why not?
Very well. Then I am pleased to share. Chosen undead, your fate is to succeed the great Lord Gwyn, so that you may link the fire, cast away the dark, and undo the curse of the undead. To this end, you must visit Anor Londo and acquire the Lord Vessel.
Anor Londo is one of the hardest areas.
I am pleased to see you well. Is it something urgent?
Oh, I can feed them. Ah, no thanks.
Farewell.
Almost spark. I don't like sparkling water. I'm not supposed to drink any energy drinks, so I can't comment. None of them are good for you no matter what, but definitely can't comment because I shouldn't be drinking them at all anyway. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do with those guys to make them worthwhile. Okay. This is your favorite armor set? How come? What makes it your favorite armor set? Oh, okay. I know I knew the lore, I just don't remember what it is. You know, I always get confused. So Meta's texting me right now, like Meta, Facebook Meta, because they're going to be doing a survey and they want to potentially invite me to go be a participant in the survey. But in order to do it, they made me click a link and answer a bunch of questions on their website. I answered all the questions, and then they just texted me, because originally it was through email, and then they just texted me because they asked for my phone number, and now they're going through and asking me all the questions again. I'm really confused as to why I had to spend all my time answering them in the first place if you're just going to ask me to answer them again in the second place. Like, it's a really weird way to run the system. Okay,
I could. Why not, Len?
sure.
What? I could.
Okay, but this one is A, and this one is A. But do I want the small or the big? The small or the big? The big is slow, but it knocks them over quicker. But then it also makes it really hard for me to roll. Maybe we'll go with the small for now.
Don't get yourself killed.
I won't.
Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
Oh yeah, this is his sister. Yes, that's what it is. Yeah, I watched a whole video about what the whole significance is. My memory just sucks. That's all there is to it. My memory just sucks. $800? I don't think that's enough. I think the shards was 1,000. 800. Still don't think I have enough for another one, right? Oh, I do. Okay, the club is +3 now.
Don't get yourself.
Oh. See, I didn't know that part. The centipede with the ring and stuff. Now, does he drop the ring like within the lore, or is that actually something that happens when you kill him and then that's what causes the centipede to show up? It's going fine, Michael Jackson. Okay. Oh, wait, I went the wrong way. There we go. That feels better. We love the mysterious cloaked stranger. Not me. All I think he's gonna like lift up his skirt and be like, "You wanna see something cool?" If some of y'all are too young, you won't really know about this. You may have heard of it, but it's not really a thing anymore. But back in the 90s, when I was a kid, there was a whole thing going on where like dudes would dress in trench coats and walk up to people and like open up and there was nothing there underneath, and they would just like show them their ding-a-ling, their ding-a-ling. They want them to see their ding-a-ling. Oh, okay. Cool, Dr. H. That's awesome. I didn't know that at all about the centipede. That's actually really, really cool. Yeah, guys flashing in their trench coats. So freaking weird. Oh boy, I am so underpowered for this area. I mean, I did some damage, but not a lot. Alright, Merle, see you later. Thanks for popping in. I hope work goes okay. Okay, this is not going to end well because I am so underpowered. We need to level up, but I think the only way I'm going to be able to do any of that is by going through this area a little bit and trying to fight some of these guys, maybe. Oh, I couldn't kick him. He didn't die down there? Uh-oh. He didn't die down there. Whoa. Okay, so that's not good. That's not good. I need to level up a lot more than that. The cheese for this... What's the cheese for this boss? I don't know the cheese for this one. I think it's $20,000, 20,000 souls to open up the the level up cheese area, right? I think it's 20,000 souls. Is that what he asked for? You say cheese, but it's intentional. What is it, though?
Well, hello, music. Need any?
How much do you sell it for? $20,000. Yeah. Dang it, I've only got one. That's gonna be a while. Okay, let's see what happens in here. Can I defeat this guy now that I'm a bit more powerful? Okay, this is gonna be doable, I think. As long as he doesn't kill me. Oof. Oof. Okay, get the shield out. Get the shield out. And done. How much did you give me? 2,000. I was really hopeful that was going to be like 10,000. Oh, okay. Okay. I know there's supposed to be some cheese with like a summon as well. Not a cheese. It makes it easier if you summon somebody as well. Because they have some kind of like thing where they can stagger them pretty easily too. Only 100. Okay, no, we're gonna do the Sun's Fortress thing because that's gonna take way too long. I need 17,000 more. This is gonna be a slow process. Come here, friends. Come here. Thank you. It's only 500 a piece, though? That is intense. That is going to take forever to level up. Well, if I level up my weapons, maybe that'll make it easier. I don't know. I think maybe leveling up my weapon might be a better choice to go through. If it's 800 for the shards, and then I level them up a bit, that might be an option. I don't want to have to grind to get there. That'll be too annoying to do.
Well, music needed.
I think for Sun's Fortress, though, I might start working on this one. Oh, why can't I do... Oh, I need 800 for that? Holy crap. Yeah, well, let's do these. Wait, what do I need? Titan shard, okay. Alright, so that's as powerful as that's gonna get. Let's get a few to get the Great Club or whatever it's called. Good luck, Dr. H. Are you doing it just because you need more money, or are you doing it because you're just not wanting to work there anymore, you want to do something else? I probably could, but I think it's a weight issue. Like, this? I'm just not doing it because it's a D scaler. Whereas the one I'm using now is an A for scaling with the strength. And because all I can level up is strength, I'm trying to get the most out of the scaling that I can. Oh. The trigger didn't work this time? Uh-oh. No thank you. No thank you. No, stay away. I've got no stamina. Don't run after me. I'm like a kid with asthma. Don't do it. It's not fair. Understandable, Dr. H. Understandable. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that job. I mean, I don't want to do my job, but I wouldn't want to do that job for sure. Especially now with this crap going on with these whiners about the damn tax. What the heck? It won't... I don't have the thing anymore? Like, that does okay, but it's not great. Yep. That's exactly it, right? Like, I was with Belle, and it's just... Ugh. Preston. I don't know if you've seen it, Preston. This dumb fat moron decided, sorry, not to comment on his looks, I apologize. Decided he was going to show how tough he was by going to Home Depot or Home Hardware and literally screaming, emergency, emergency, I need management, because he didn't want to pay taxes. And then put down the amount he thought was fair for him to pay and then walked out of the store. Because of the carbon tax, and apparently all taxes should not be paid because of the carbon tax. And then he walks out and goes, see, that's how you do it. You kind of lose your ability to be tough when you're screaming at a young woman who's only earning minimum wage, who doesn't actually work for the company or the government, when you were the one whining like a banshee about a tax. You don't look like a tough guy screaming at somebody who is far younger than you, who only earns minimum wage. You don't look like a tough guy screaming emergency, emergency, because you don't want to pay the taxes. It's ridiculously pathetic. It's embarrassingly pathetic. Okay, we got 2,800 to level up once, plus a shard for 800. I can at least do one. Exactly. Like, the amount that the carbon tax actually affects us is very minimal. But even if you're upset about it, that dude is a blue-collar worker. He is not a multi-millionaire. He's getting money back in the long run. Unless he's one of those pavement princesses that drives a giant pickup truck and he's paying an arm and a leg in gas just because he wants to show off that he's got a big truck. Because he doesn't got a big something else. But that's on you, dude. That's on you that you're stupid financially. But everybody else gets money back. Everybody does. But corporations are quick to use that as an excuse to up their pay. And here in Ontario in particular, our moron premier took away the cap and trade thing that they had, and then they had to implement carbon tax, and now he's crying about carbon tax. We had something that allowed us not to pay the carbon tax, and you took it away. Don't get mad at that. Like, just idiots, just complete idiots. And even then, like, dude, you're yelling at a part-time potentially employee at a giant corporation that has zero power. Not to mention, that company has nothing to do with the government. So what are you yelling at them for? They have nothing to do with it.
Well, you need an...
You don't want to pay the tax? Go cut down your own trees. Go get your own wood. You don't like it here? Leave our country, as they always say to me. I just hate people, bro. Yep. Yep.
Don't get yourself...
Me too. Yeah, all politicians are the same. They definitely are. Exactly. I'm the same way, right? Like, I get it. The carbon tax is something that they're trying to implement to, like, help the environment, because, yeah, we're in a lot of trouble. But yelling at the minimum wage worker is not going to help with the lying people in like, government right now. Because, like, even right now, what's happening? PP here is trying to get Trudeau to do, like, a live discussion or debate or whatever about the carbon tax with all the premiers. And then Jagmeet Singh is like, yeah, we should do that. Hey, how about you guys stop trying to, like, embarrass each other and actually do something to help us? All of you. Every single one of you. All of you should just stop trying to, like, show whose dick is bigger. I didn't mean to do that one. This one. Whose dick is bigger, and just do something to actually help us, rather than, like, pretending like you're doing something by embarrassing each other. Like, how about the fact that, like, the gas companies are making billions in profits right now, and the grocery stores are making millions upon millions in profit right now, and yeah, they're blaming the carbon tax as the excuse for it because everybody's so angry about it. But how about you actually do something about it, government? You want to keep the carbon tax? Cool. Stop those guys from ripping us off. That'll help. Stop those guys from, like, setting whatever prices they want. That'll help. They can make plenty of profit with a cap on. Nobody needs to make billions upon billions of profit every year. But no, instead they want to show why the other team is the bad team. No, just do something. I don't care what team you're on, just do something. That's all I care about. Yeah, it was the best. It was the best. I highlighted it. I made it more obvious. That's what I do. But yeah, outside of that, that moron yelling at somebody at a store is just a freaking loser. I don't care if you're upset about the carbon tax or not. That person did nothing to deserve you yelling at them like that and making a scene. I have hemorrhoid, damn carbon tax. My leg was itchy last night. Damn carbon tax. Oh man. Yeah, we live in a really screwed up world, and it's really infuriating sometimes. Pretty much, Dr. H. Pretty much.
Well, hello again.
Damn carbon tax. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Ty. That's literally what it is. It's like, hey, I'm all for you guys hating one of the politicians. But hate them for something that they actually did. Hate them for stuff they're actually doing. Like, people in Ontario are blaming Trudeau for the carbon tax, but they ignore how Ford is the one that is making us pay it now, because we had a way that we weren't paying it, and Ford took that away. Like, be mad at them for specifically what they did. Okay. There's plenty of things to be mad at all of them for. So be mad at them for the things they actually did and not made up stuff.
Don't get yourself.
Okay, how long have I been live? Only an hour and 51 minutes? I feel like I've been live for like 3 days. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I always get excited when I see a brand's name in an email, and then it's just an ad, and I get really upset. Heartbroken. It's true, though. That is true, Ty. I have made way more progress than usual. I mean, though, if you really break it down, I haven't. I beat one boss, and then went back to the beginning. I haven't really done much, but when it comes to Dark Souls, this is a lot of progress. Yeah, but getting there is the challenge right now. I want to level up my stuff, that's the thing. Is, like, I want to level up my equipment, and so, no matter what, I still have to run all the way back here. At least this way, it's just back and forth with this one little spot. Because I'm not trying to level up my guy, it's just my stuff. Because through that doorway in the area that I headed to earlier, I can level up really, really easily, but the quickest way to do that is to be able to actually defeat stuff at a fast pace, and right now that's just not the case. Also, when I rearranged all my stuff, I moved my computer closer to the wall, so it's further away from everything, and now my camera's here instead of over here. And so hopefully the heat will no longer be an issue turning off my camera or my lights anymore. Oh! Aww. I didn't see him until it was too late. I'm hungry. What do I want to eat today? I don't even know what I'm going to make for dinner. I gotta make something for dinner. What do I want to make for dinner? Whoa. Feels like my microphone got really loud all of a sudden. Oh, I turned it up over here. Okay. I don't even know what I want to make for dinner. Yeah, I tried to, like... The reason I had this camera... Well, the reason I had this camera over here, like to my right, is because behind me to my left is my retro for the first time sign. And so I wanted it on camera. And it also allowed a bigger difference between this camera and the one next to it. Because right now they're about a foot apart. But with them being on opposite sides, it really made you feel the difference between camera angles. But now that it's here, you don't see the retro for the first time sign. You can kind of see the arcade, and you can see the shelf a little bit. It's also way tighter on me. When it was over there, it was further back. It was about an arm length and a half away, and now it's just an arm length. So it allowed more stuff to be seen in the background, which also helped the look. But here it's basically just me. So you get a little bit of blur, but not a lot. But it was shutting off a whole bunch before because of the heat from the corner with the PC. But now they're kind of free-floating, so it should be okay. Oh, now it comes up now that I died. That's weird. Yeah, the focus, because I have eye tracking on the focus, and and when I pointed my finger, I blocked the eye tracking. I blocked my eye. Whoa! Oh, that was just blood. I thought that was me. I thought that was a guy coming up behind me. But like if I cover my eyes, see? As soon as I put my eyes back, I cover my eyes, it starts. So that's what happened when I pointed. I did that, and it freaked out. It's actually like really impressive focus though. Like, it really catches on pretty quick. Okay. It's 2,000. Maybe I can do 2 more levels on this thing. I don't even think I'll be able to do 2. Maybe 1. We'll see. Yeah, it's this camera in general is known for having a fairly fast focus, but the lens also responds pretty quickly with the focus. Which is the reason I got this lens. It's too zoomed in for what I would have liked, but the only options were this one or the same lens I have on the other camera. But I wanted a bit of a tighter angle for the stream window versus the chatting window, because I wanted like a softer blur in the background. The chatting window doesn't go as soft, and I got this one. The other lens that I was using added a bit more blur in the background, but it wasn't autofocus, so it was really annoying. If I ever wanted to show you something like this, I couldn't do it because I'd have to manually focus it, and sometimes I would just be slightly off on focus, and then I'd go back and watch a stream and I'm just slightly blurry, and it was so annoying. So I went for this lens, and I actually really like it. I think I need 2. Dang it. I need 1 more. And 800 souls. Okay, not even close anyway. But yeah, it's a pretty good focus. The camera itself does really well, and the eye tracking is what I like, because it will keep my face in focus at the right, like in the right way, because it's my eye. But the downside is, like, if I'm trying to show you something, let's say I want to show you like this candy or whatever, if I like hold it here, as long as my eye is visible, you're not going to get focused. I have to block my face for you to see it. As soon as it sees my eye, it won't focus on whatever I'm showing you. It's like that's the only irritant, because like if it's something small, like let's say this SD card, and it's super tiny, sometimes, hold on, there. Sometimes it doesn't understand that I'm trying, like, guys, look at this. Look at this. Finally, there we go. All right, see you later, Dr. H. Oh, I didn't sit. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm tired today. I need to eat, but I don't know what I want to eat. I didn't pull out the meat or anything. I also have to work on my Minecraft video. I don't know how much longer I'm going to stream for, because I do want to get that Minecraft video done, and sitting at the computer for the rest of the day does not seem appealing before work. Oh yeah, I'm doing way more damage now. I mean, I didn't level it up this time, but just from before. Ow. Grothulu! How are you? Yeah, I've been working on it. It's been going pretty well. The last video didn't perform nearly as well as the other ones have, but that's okay. I think my thumbnail needs some work. I'm also learning a whole new format for the challenge I'm doing. just because the challenge, the last one was very much, I could just kind of wing it, and it was fine, because I would always find something interesting to do. But with this one, because it's one block skyblock, and I can't go exploring, I can just stand in one spot and mine, and like a 4-hour recording session, like maybe 2 hours of it are me just standing in one spot mining. And so there's not a lot of excitement going on. So the first video was definitely slower paced than I would have liked, and way too scatterbrained, and my thumbnail wasn't great. But yeah, I'm working on the second one, which I actually restarted. I had fully filmed it all, and then I went back and restarted it because I wasn't happy with what I did. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun doing Minecraft. Ooh, what kind of iPad did you get? The iPad Air, that's what I have. That's what I have. My iPad Air. I really, really like it. Especially, like, if you pay, maybe not if you pay for this one, because the tools aren't as great. But if you get DaVinci Resolve on it or whatever, it can do some pretty powerful stuff. Like, it's got the M1 chip in it. So, like, you can do quite a bit of, like, editing and stuff on it. I don't have it on me here, but I have the Apple Pencil, and I'm trying to learn how to draw again, because I was never good at it. I never spent like a lot of time learning to draw, but I liked sketching. And like yesterday, I spent an hour. Do I have access to it? I don't know. Give me a sec. Probably shouldn't be doing this while I'm fighting. I spent like an hour just like working on, it's a little bit too bright, can't see it, but working on like drawing noses and lips. That's better. And just like different angles and stuff, and just spent like an hour doing that with the Apple Pencil. It was really fun. I've had like a cheap no-name brand pencil for a while, and it was fine. But I decided to go for like the proper Apple Pencil eventually, and it's a game changer with having like the pressure and like the tilt actually responding properly. I found that the no-name brand ones were sometimes really finicky. Sometimes they just wouldn't touch, or they would, but it would like jump on the screen once in a while if it would like randomly get interfered with by another signal. And yeah, I've been wanting to learn, so like thank you. I've been you know, I've watched a bunch of people that like talk about drawing and stuff, and they'll give you instructions like, this is how you draw a head, and then they'll show you how they draw it. But then I saw a video of somebody ranting and raving about PewDiePie, and how PewDiePie did that thing where he's like, I'm gonna draw for 1 hour a day for 30 days and see how much better I get, and then he got really good, and people were upset saying like, oh yeah, well he has no life and he's a streamer and like he can sit at home and just draw all day, not everybody can do that, blah blah blah. And then he must have had natural talent, whatever. And somebody did a rebuttal where they basically said, like, if you spend an hour a day every day doing something, you're going to get better at it. But what you have to do is know how to do it properly. And, like, you can't just, like, decide to draw something new every single day for an hour every day, because you're never going to get good at the basic skills that it would take to make other styles of things. And so he's like, you know, yeah, spend an hour every day drawing something, but, like, do, like, an hour doing noses, then do an hour doing lips, then do an hour doing eyes. And if you do that, eventually you'll have all the components, and then you can start drawing heads and faces pretty easily. Which like really resonated with me. And so yesterday I had like 2 hours where I was sitting at a coffee shop waiting for Kendra's performance, and I just started drawing like noses and stuff. And I'm gonna try that. Not an hour a day every day for 30 days, but I'm just gonna try drawing specific body parts for like an hour at a time and see what kind of progress I can make over time. Yeah, exactly, Growthulu, exactly. So, I hope you like the iPad. It's got its good things. It's also got its bad things. It's not, you know, perfect like a lot of people try to pretend it is. But I really enjoy it. I really like it. I got the up version with the little bit of extra hard drive space inside of it. And, yeah, I carry it with me everywhere. I use it all the time. Plus, like, I'm on the full ecosystem, right? Like, I've got a Mac, I've got a MacBook, I've got my iPhone, I've got the watch. So it's nice that it's all connected so I can go from one to the other pretty seamlessly. But yeah, when it comes to Minecraft channel, I'm getting so close to 200 followers. I think I'm at like 193. It's so exciting. Yeah, like it's so funny thinking about how excited I am for reaching 200 subscribers on YouTube. Meanwhile, I lose more than that a day on TikTok. I didn't post on TikTok for like a month. Just no inspiration, no drive to do it, no motivation or anything. Really dreading having to deal with the hate comments, which is what I'm getting a lot of right now. Not my thing, but I hadn't posted in a month, and then I've started posting recently because I've had a few companies like reach out, like D-Brand reached out and sent me this case, and like, yeah, it's I started posting again, and it's so funny because my subs were dropping, and then they just stopped. They completely froze, and I was at 139. No, I was 140.1, 140.1K, and then I started posting about like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And I have now dropped to like 139.7, I think is where I'm at. What am I at? 139.6, even further down. I have lost 600 followers in a week. I wasn't posting and I wasn't losing, and then I posted and I started losing. TikTok is such a trash platform. I mentioned something about TikTok in front of my daughter. She goes, "You're on TikTok? Where nothing is true?" That's hilarious. That's really funny. That is really funny, Ty. Ooh, okay. We got 2 more out of that.
Don't get yourself.
It's 800 per shard. I need 3. I need 2,100 shards plus 800. So I need about 3,000 shards should get me the last level, and then I should have this as strong as I can get for now. But yeah, I don't even know how to think of TikTok anymore because by posting I'm losing followers, which is weird. Come on. Come on. Oh, that's made a huge difference. Those 2 levels really, like, racked up the power on this thing. Hours. Today really is one of those days where it feels like my day is in slow motion. Come on, come on. After this, we should be able to check out Sen's Fortress. At least get to the bonfire at Sen's Fortress, maybe. Okay. 3,000. I think that's what I said I needed to do this, right? Should probably check my mail. I'm waiting for my passport. I should probably check to see if my passport's here yet. I really hope it is. Oh, not this.
Well, hello. You need an...
So I need 1, 2, 3. Oh, I didn't do it right. I did my math wrong. I did my math wrong. My math wasn't mathin'. Dang it. I'm 200 short.
Come get yourself.
Yeah, so I had lost my passport. And, to answer your question, yes and no. Yes and no. I had lost my passport, and so I didn't keep up with it. And I might have been able to actually go to your wedding timing-wise, because I think it was still active at that point, but it's expired. It's 2 years expired now. And Kendra did a competition for the La de Lenya young artists vocal competition or something. It's the Kurt Vile Foundation, and I'm only using names because Girl Thulu studied music, so she might recognize at least Kurt Vile. And so it's for young singers who sing opera and musical theater. And so she had to pick 4 numbers and sing. And so she applied like months and months and months ago. And then she did the finals or the semifinals about 2 weeks ago. And she got into the finals. And the finals are in 3 weeks. And so I needed my passport to go because it's in New York. It's in Rochester. So I have to go to Rochester to watch her do her finals in this theater with like, all these people. It's going to be really exciting. And then they announce the winners then and there. And it's like a $25,000 grant that you get if you win. And so I want to go to that. But then, so that's like, it's cool because it's this like worldwide competition. And she's in the finals, the top 10. And I'm really excited to see her perform. I've already seen her do the numbers and they sound phenomenal. So I'm excited to see her do it in front of everybody. But it's not cool because it's just like a 2-hour drive from here. So I'm not going anywhere exciting that way. But in the summer, I don't think I've told you this because we haven't had a talk since the last time we had our really long talk. In the summer, her parents just celebrated their 40th anniversary, their wedding anniversary. And they decided that they were taking all their kids up to the Yukon. And their daughter lives in Whitehorse, that's really close to there. And they're going to go on like a family vacation. And because I've been around long enough and things are obviously going well, they have invited me and included me on the trip. And so we're going to be out there and we're going to be going into Alaska. So I need my passport for that part too. I'm not 100% sure if it's going to be broadcast live or if it's like afterwards they will upload it. I'll ask Kendra. I'll let you know. I'll let you know. But yeah, it's really cool. She's singing a German piece, a French piece, and 2 English pieces. And the funny thing is, the one English piece she's doing, I did that musical. And the girl that did that show with me was a complete and utter she embarrassed me in front of the whole cast right before we opened the show, and that was not fun. And she studied opera, and she can sing. She's a good singer. But she's not a great singer. And hearing Kendra sing that, who is like Kendra, like this girl got her diploma in opera. Kendra has her master's degree in opera. Hearing Kendra sing that same number was mind-boggling because I didn't know the song could sound the way it sounded. And especially having done the show, I know what the mentality is right before that number happens. So it's like, it's just really cool to watch somebody else do it who has that much vocal talent. But yeah, I'll let you know if there's going to be a live broadcast because Kendra knows all the details. I don't. But she auditioned last year And she got to the finals, but not the semifinals. This year she got to the semifinals. But it's also her last year to try because 32 is the cutoff age and she just turned 32. So she may not be able to actually do it again. I was talking. I don't know if I leveled this up like I was supposed to. Yeah, that 32 gang. Yep. So it's, she's feeling a bit of pressure because... So the way it's worded on the site, she's not 100% sure. It sounds like potentially, if you're 32, you can still do it. But she was always under the belief that you have to be 31, and if you turn 32 while you're in the process, it's okay. But apparently she read some stuff that says, that makes her think that maybe she can still apply next year. But she's really hopeful to do something with it this year. Like, she's at the point now where this is a success, because although the grand prize is 25 grand, just having that on your name as one of the finalists will open a lot of doors for people to want to work with you. But they also give away other bursaries and stuff for people who did well, like somebody who's improved so much from the last time they were there, or somebody who has potential to eventually do something. So here's some money for you to be able to pursue it, or like, you know, an opportunity. This special musician saw your audition and they want to work with you, so we're giving you a grant to work with them. So she's already at the point where she's had success, and whether or not she wins, this is going to be something great to have under her belt. But man, I hope she wins anyway. I hope she wins anyway.
Well, hello. You need it.
But like yesterday, I went to go see her in a concert, and it was 4 soloists: a tenor, a soprano, an alto, and a bass, or baritone. And she was like the main soloist. She had her own solo number, nobody else did. It was so cool watching her sing operatic stuff, have her whole solo, and have like the whole orchestra behind her. It was just really cool to see that she got a whole song on her own. And just listening to her sing. So cool. I've always thought I was a pretty decent singer. She makes me sound like the drunk guy at karaoke. Because that's her whole thing. It wasn't my whole thing. Kingslayer for the follow. Thank you. Whoa. Triton McGlynn. I'm not going to say you're lying because you might be telling the truth. I haven't watched the news, but I do follow a lot of gaming channels and not a single one of them has mentioned that. So I'm going to assume you're trying to troll. Elbow. Bye. Oh. Okay, so I don't remember exactly where the bonfire is. We definitely have to find the bonfire. I also know I'm supposed to break that wall to be able to, like, find Big Hat... Whoa! Big Hat Logan or whatever his name is. Come on, dude. But I probably should take off all my armor just so I can actually run at an okay speed. Go, 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 don't die, don't die. Oh, Jesus, that's so loud. Whoa, that scared me. Suited Monkey for the follow. Thank you. That scared me. I was really concentrated as I was trying to get my shield out, and I thought this guy was about to attack me, and then the effect went off and scared me. Oh, that alert terrified me. Oh, that's way louder than I expected it to be. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Subscribe or whatever. I can never remember the terms. Friggin' Twitch and YouTube using different words that mean different things. Okay, so I know there's a guy over here, but I'm gonna also get hit. Well, I appreciate that, Suited Monkey. How are you doing? How are things? How you been? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you making the effort to come over to a different platform. I know that's not always easy. Okay. Can I make it? Because this can kill you pretty easily. Probably shouldn't put my weapon away, though. Let's bring the little club out. Nice, nice. How many times have you played through the game? Okay, now, which one is the one that leads to Big Hat Logan? I think it's that way. Big Hat Logan over there. Nice. So I got the game and I played it for a bit. A little bit too complicated for me to really understand what the heck is going on. I'm not a D&D player, and so I was very confused through a big part of it. I just wasn't sure what it was that a lot of the stuff meant that I was seeing on screen. But I do really like Larian. I love their Divinity Original Sin series. I think that series is really great. And so I was really excited about Baldur's Gate. I just couldn't get into it. But I think I need to just give it some time. And like do it not on stream, so that way I can actually pay attention to what's happening. Because that was my biggest problem, is since I wasn't paying attention, I was confused. Which then makes the game really hard. But I don't really get a lot of time to sit and play. And so it hasn't been a game that I've gone back to visit. Go. Where are you? There or back here? There's two of you. Why am I hearing screaming? Who's walking? Are you in here? Yeah, and that's the thing, like, I know it's not exactly like D&D, but it's similar enough that if at least you play D&D, you have an understanding of what it is it's saying when it shows things on screen. I don't play D&D at all, and so a lot of the stuff I'm just like, why did that happen? I don't understand why that happened. I'm also, because I'm streaming, I'm also talking, and so I'm not paying attention to things. Even if I stop and stay quiet for like a cutscene, I'm not really paying attention to what's happening. And so then as I'm playing, I'm like, I don't remember why I'm doing this. Why am I going over here? What is the importance of this? So like, I think I really need to concentrate and just play the game and not do anything else to really start to get it. Plus, D&D in general can be complicated, so even a dumbed down video game version, you have to pay attention. Okay. Yeah, exactly, Girl Thulu, exactly. Which is like, sometimes it's a benefit because things like I can replay the same game 50 times. Uh-oh. Oh no. Dang it. Sometimes it's a benefit because, yeah, I can play the same game like 50 times, and each time it's like, whoa, I don't remember this, which like definitely makes it worthwhile. But then, yeah, it leads to the, why am I doing this? Where am I going? What am I supposed to do? When it like sometimes is right in your face, where they literally say, go pick up the key in that other room. And then I spend the next 3 hours wandering around in the wrong area because I didn't hear to go pick up the key in that one room. And the one room was like 2 doors down from where you just were. But I'm in the next city. Oh, the story on this is almost impossible to get a hold of if you don't pick everything up or like watch somebody like Vatty, whatever his name is, Vatty something. No, this is not my first playthrough. I have played up until New Orlando or whatever that place is called. I've played up until there various times. I've beaten this game once. But I used to do Soulsborne games on the channel every week for like 6 years straight. I never got great at it, but I always like tried to find different ways to make it interesting. So like I've done like a no armor run, which is not that much harder, but it just a little bit of a difficulty spike. Or I've done like a no shield run, or I've done like a base weapon only run, where I could level up all I want, but all I could use was the equipment that I start the game with. Now I'm doing a 1 stat challenge, so all I can do is level up my strength and that's it. So hence why I'm getting my butt kicked, because you can't really do much when all your stats are complete garbage except for strength. The True Bonk Challenge. But yeah, the Vatty Vidya, yeah, I've watched his videos so many times. Oh, it reloads that too? I thought it broke and stayed broken. That's why I didn't go there. I've watched his videos so many times. I still don't understand the lore. I understand like the very, very basics of it. Very, very complicated storyline in this game for sure. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna send it to me, so go. But yeah, that's one of the reasons this game has been so hard for me to play through as well, because I always play with my brother, and he would just kind of go ahead and go to the places we need to go, and I would just follow him. I wasn't paying attention to where we were going. So up until New Orlando, I have no idea where I'm going after that. Like, I've only ever done the catacombs once, I think. Here we go. And go. Uh-oh. That might be too short. That might be too short. Oh, just barely. Okay, we're good. We're good. I'll do Big Hat Logan later. I want to just get to the bonfire. The one that has the giants everywhere. Where you have to teleport there and then you're like... It's where you fight the big boob... Or you see the big boob lady and you can kill her and then the brother gets upset. And then there's all the giants. That place. Can I stop somewhere? Is there... There's like no space to stop. Maybe the third one? Whatever, go. Okay, we're good. Oh wait, this isn't the one I died. I died in the next area. This is how far you got? Yeah, this area, it's not very big, but it's very easy to die here, and it's really frustrating. It's an annoying area. Once you get past this area, it goes back to more of the open areas, which are easier to handle, but because these are all like tight corridors, and you can just get knocked off the edge, yeah, this part really sucks sometimes. I've just done this area so many times that I at least have a rough idea of where I'm supposed to go. And the bonfire is a little bit hidden, so it's very easy to miss the bonfire and then do it all again. Okay. Oh wait, there's a snake guy over there. Oh, this is bad. Go. Yes. Okay. It's in there though. So how do I get in there? I don't remember. Is it this way? I don't know. Bye. There's like a secret entrance that I have to like climb up somehow or fall. No, I have to fall into it so it's up above. Pretty sure. The swamp. When you're talking the swamp, are you talking about Blighttown? The part where you have to like go all the way down to the basement and it's very poisony? Is that the place you're talking about? Whoa! Where's the area I drop off though? Yeah, Blighttown is the worst part. That's the part I hate the most. We just got out of there, thank goodness. But that's the part I hate. Yeah, see, the bonfire is hidden. This is what's so annoying about this one. If you don't get this bonfire, you gotta go through that whole fortress every single time. And that's just a nightmare to deal with. I did it. Yeah, the Gulch is Dark Souls 2. Or at least, it might be in Dark Souls 3, but I know it's definitely in Dark Souls 2. That area sucks too. A Blighttown is... Ugh, I hate it. It took me a whole stream to get even just to the bottom of that area. And thankfully this stream I beat the boss, and so now we're here. But, oh, that one sure as hell is a frightening area to go through. I'm supposed to be able to kill that guy, but I don't know how to get there. Can I just... Or it's that guy, that's the one I want. Ow! Whoa! Oh, I'm dead. I died. It's so loud. You always go through the Valley of the Drakes. I didn't remember how to get there, and so I did it the normal way. And yeah, the Valley of the Drakes can be really hard because those guys can like kick your ass in a second. But yeah, it's a much more straightforward way to get there versus the whole long way around. Because those stupid dogs and the weird goblin-looking things, they're just a horrible thing to deal with that whole way there. Turn around. Turn around. Go. Uh-oh. Ooh! Even blocking did nothing. Hoy vey. Hey, does he actually have a face? I've never seen that they had faces. He did turn around. He did. I shouldn't have asked for it. I literally asked for it. I was gonna kill that big guy throwing the boulders, but no, if I kill that big guy throwing the boulders, I can't get Big Hat Logan. Not that I'm really gonna do anything with him anyway, but still. Real question is, how do I get to the blowy uppy guy? Is it just by continuing to go up? I think it is. Yeah. I don't want to fight the boss yet, though. Here we go. Whoa. Holy crap. Come on. Run down. Run down. He's gonna kill me. Come get me. Are you gonna... Come on. Dude. How did he get so out of breath last time? Don't you see I'm trying to cheese you? I'm trying to cheese the fight, dude. Thank you. There we go. 3,000. That's what I wanted all along. Look at that boss. He's so scary. Okay, but this makes this area way faster. Now I don't have to worry about that guy blowing stuff up around me all the time. But I do want to become human because I feel like that is a better choice for this boss fight, because then I can get that one guy to help me. What's the message say? Try humanity. Oh, this is where the guy is. Okay, 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 okay. I've only got 3,000 souls. You know what? I'm going to try the boss fight on my own. Let's do it. It's going to be the last thing I do, and then I'm going to call it for today. Here, little guy. Come on. My stamina is too low. We're so close. One more. Am I really gonna one-shot this? Am I really gonna one-shot this, honestly? One shot. Boom! We one-shotted that. That is amazing. I didn't think that was going to happen. I genuinely thought this was going to be one of those where, like, yeah, we'll try it. And then next time, this is where we'll start the stream, is at this boss fight. I did it in one shot. I am proud of myself. I am proud of myself.
What in the butt?
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, wait, hold on. Don't I have a... I have a... Heck yeah. I know, I didn't even cheese him or anything. I just beat him outright. That's the thing, is the one stat challenge has some things that make you so OP, like my strength making very, very high damage, but I've got 0 stamina, so it's 2 swings and that's it. I can't carry anything because everything just overburdens me. My health is relatively low, so a couple of hits kills me. And I've got 0 resistance to anything. But if I can start giving you some good hits, then I'm set. But getting there is the challenge. There it is. This is the area that I always quit at. Because this area is just tough. Like, I can get to the Smaug and Orenstein or whatever. I can get to those guys. And that's usually where I get stuck, because those guys just hand my butt to me. They don't even put it in wrapping paper or like a gift bag. They just give it to me. 43,000 though. I can't even teleport. If I could teleport, then I could use those 43,000s to get that emerald thing. But I can't do it. Not that emerald, the crest. He's gonna attack me. It's not. Okay, we're good. This is a decent place to grind, though. My stamina's so low. Oh, it's embarrassing. Boom. I just want to see. I just want to see. Cool. How much strength does that give me, though? Oh, wait. Did I pick up any souls? Can I do one more? Ooh, I did one. There we go. Let's see how it is fighting one of these giants. And then I'm going to be done for the day because I have to start editing my Minecraft video. I got to go to work in about 5 hours, 6 hours, and then I still got to make dinner and everything. So I want to try to edit my Minecraft video, or at least start to, so that way I can try to get some progress done. Hopefully have that video uploaded in a day or two. For those who don't know, I've got a Minecraft channel if you want to follow it. Totally separate from this. Okay, I feel like there was a way... I was using a bow and arrow to trigger each one individually, wasn't I? I think I was. I don't think I can do that now. There we go. Let's see. How powerful am I? I gotta practice dodging instead of like swapping between shield and not shield. Okay, this isn't bad. 3 hits to take him out. 1,500 souls? Okay. That's not bad. I'll take that. Come here, big guy. Whoa. Oh, no. That is slow. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay. Oof. Okay, that's alright, though. 1,500 per kill. I should be able to level up my weapon a bit more, because I think this next dude lets me do the large Titanite, I think. I don't actually know. I don't know. Oh man, that's intense. This game is friggin' intense. I love it though. And we've gotten this far with the one stat challenge, so I'm pretty proud of myself that I've gotten this far with the one stat challenge. I don't remember how far I got last time that I tried this. Okay, folks, I have to get myself out of here. I gotta pull out something to make myself some dinner, and then I have to edit my Minecraft video. Like I said, if you haven't followed my Minecraft channel, it is retro RFTFT, so my initials, but with the word retro first. And I'm hoping to have that video up in the next day or two. There's already a whole series up, so if you're interested, there is stuff to watch. And yeah, I'm probably going to stream tomorrow. No stream Wednesday because it's my birthday, and I'm going to Kendra's for dinner, so no stream Wednesday. Yeah, probably no stream Wednesday. Thursday is kind of up in the air because I have a vocal lesson, and it really depends on how I feel Thursday. But definitely another stream tomorrow. I'll check about tomorrow and Thursday, because if my voice lesson's earlier, then I can't really stream. But if I do, because I would be at my voice lesson an hour ago, so I wouldn't be able to really stream. But if I stream on my birthday, I'm not supposed to be at dinner until 5:30, so that gives me a few hours to stream beforehand. Like, I would still have an hour from now to go to dinner, and then that way I can work on my Minecraft Thursday. I don't know. I haven't fully decided. Yet. But I will be back tomorrow. No Dark Souls tomorrow. I haven't really decided. It's either going to be Soma or Resident Evil or Mario Galaxy. I haven't fully decided yet. But I will see you all tomorrow. I really appreciate everybody being here and hanging out. And I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful rest of your evening. And I will see you all tomorrow. TikTok, see you later. Have a good day, everybody on TikTok. And Twitch and YouTube, thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. I will see you all in a day. All right, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.